time we take
I
it
have some
back.
really kick-ass guns here. Fresh inventory.
Eyes at you hold here, I will see it clear. Time to break away. Eyes you flash away. Today.
Я родился в Москве. Но я мало что помню о тех временах. Когда старый мир сгинул в пламени атомного пожара, я был совсем еще маленьким. Из 10 миллионов жителей Москвы спаслись только 40 тысяч. Среди них был и я. Выжившие укрылись на станциях московского метро. С тех пор прошло 20 лет, но Земля так и не стала пригодной для обитания. Лишь немногие отваживаются подняться на поверхность. Метро стало нашим единственным домом, нашим последним пристанищем. В его тоннелях властвуют кошмарные чудовища, но станции мы превратили в крепости и держим оборону до последнего. До недавнего времени мы хранили надежду, что однажды сможем вернуться наверх. Но появилась новая страшная угроза, и само выживание человечества оказалось под вопросом.
Alright, so just double check. Audio is coming through. Hello, my humans, and welcome to part 1 of Is Metro as good as I remember. Originally, for this stream, it was going to be Does The Last of Us Still Suck? But I have to install it, so we're going to be playing on Hardcore Ranger Survival, because I'm going to be honest, I personally I personally do see this as like what you should play the game on anyway.
В тоннеле становилось все холоднее. Мы с Мельником поднимались все ближе и ближе к поверхности. Через минуту мы должны были оказаться наверху, наедине с воющим ветром, наедине с чудовищами, наедине с самой судьбой. Я был почти у цели.
Когда ты покидал свою родную станцию, думал ли ты, что мы окажемся в таком положении? Что мы даже не будем знать, спасаем ли мы наш мир или обрекаем его навсегда? Держись! Опа! Фух, поймал. Чтобы подняться на поверхность, нам придется пробраться
I'll be
через
honest,
брошенный блокпост.
I will die on the hill
Тихо.
that
Там что-то есть в соседней комнате. Открывай гермоворота, я прикрою.
the Metro is better than The Last of Us. For the simple fact that the game doesn't suck. Like,
Открывай ворота, я прикрою.
I mentioned it in
Ржавая
my
дрянь.
last Starter thing that
Вечно все ломается. Придется открывать
it's a
вручную.
half okay story. But if the gameplay is if the gameplay is shit, I'm not going to give a shit about a story. And quite honestly, I find the gameplay in The Last of Us
Вдруг найдешь что полезное.
really just absolutely horrible. Like, if I can't care
Готов,
about
Артём. За мной.
like, if the gameplay is horrible, why would I care about the story? And yeah, really the main problem with the gameplay in The Last of Us is Ellie. Like, she's annoying to the point where I don't care about her at
Давай,
all.
наверх.
How do I check my 36 bullets.
Так. Похоже, никого нет дома.
Забудь надеть флагах перед выходом на поверхность. Без него ты долго не протянешь. Мы почти на месте. Это концерт. Отсюда до башни 2 шага.
So, been
Заряжай оружие.
like cold recently. And the cough has continued to persist for about a month or so. No, also with this game compared to be comparing this game quite a bit to The Last of Us. Admittedly, I don't care about The Last of Us, so I don't care to put much thought process into remembering it. But you compare this game just in combat alone, and the allies actually do something.
Давай-ка наляжем. Тянем, потянем.
Like, it's a bad
Вместе.
thing if in The
Готов?
Last of Us.
Тянем.
I compare it to Resident Evil Revelations, which is not a fun game. Like, it's fun,
На связи. Уйман, как слышите? Прием.
Слышу вас отлично, прием.
Мы у башни. Повторяю, мы у башни. Группа выдвинулась. Прием.
Так точно, они на связи. Говорят, что приближаются к
this is
башне.
just off the top of my head. The moment with Bill in the school gymnasium against the blow-up.
Остальные уже, наверное, на месте.
It literally just does nothing. Like, dude clearly has a shotgun. Proceeds to do nothing as you are fighting the blow-up.
Как добрались, товарищ полковник?
Что это за шум? Слышите? Какого черта?
Круг! Быстро! Спокойно. Спину берегите. Здесь, пожалуй, придется пожестче, чем в библиотеке. По моей команде. Черт!
And no, I just wanted this section run a lot longer. Could be mistaken. This is scripted. Earlier.
Что у нас осталось? Да, жизнь. Каждый человек тебе как родной. Тебе есть ради чего и ради кого жить. Но с тех пор, как появились эти мутанты, все изменилось. Мы стали другими. Нами правил страх. Пока не пришел он, Хантер, друг моего отчима. Он изменил все. И в особенности мою жизнь.
No, obviously we are playing in with the Russian voice actors. And like, hang on, I want to quickly Google something.
Артём, проснулся наконец. К нам скоро придет Хантер. У него-то всегда самые свежие новости с других станций. Вставай, тебе тоже будет интересно послушать.
Let's look at this. Yep, and see, even just really comparing that Reddit thread of will Metro get a remaster? Most people tend to be saying no, because you can play it on modern consoles. Unless you can play on modern consoles. The Last of Us, and yet it's been remastered for like twice.
Пойдем, Артём, пойдем.
Дерьмо, свиньи, витамины. Такое прошу.
It really is just yeah, here, let's suck off The Last of Us.
Что-то сделать.
Да что еще мы можем сделать?
Because
Никого нет дома.
Давай послушаем Хантера.
the fanboys.
Сереженька, моего никто не видел. Сережа.
Like, Metro
Прошлой ночью они снова напали на наш
might not
дом.
have the most amazing
Госпиталь переполнен.
graphics, but it still looks
Мам,
a hell of a lot better than
где мне разобрать в лазарете?
couple of the
Не знаю
games to come
даже.
out.
Что с Алексеем, не знаете?
Петр,
Especially some characters like
Да, извините, не узнал.
the one in Dragon Age, oh god, whatever. And now, honestly, let's look at the morality system in this game.
Давай, Артём, не задерживай.
In which Yeah, the canon ending for this is you do nothing.
Этим утром еще двое скончались.
Черные убивают не сразу.
In terms of the morality, in Last Light, it's significantly difficult to get canon ending, which you need to fill up your morality. And I'll freely say, personally, I think that the Last Light, amazing compared to this game and compared to Exodus. Now, I bitched a lot in Exodus, but genuinely I did find it fun. To the point of I'd stream for a couple hours, get frustrated, stop, wait a couple hours, stream again.
Спасибо. А теперь закройте ворота.
Even if it was
Давно не виделись, Хантер.
really short.
Рад видеть тебя, Саша. Здравствуй, Артем.
Ну, Хантер,
No,
какие
that-
вести с полей? Что в мире творится?
Like if they
Всё как обычно.
redid
Все говорят
Metro
только о вашей
2033 to have it more
ваших мутантах.
book accurate, then yeah, I would watch.
Артем, я тут прикупил древние открытки с видами Нью-Йорка. Держи.
Это не просто мутанты, поверь мне. Это что-то новое. Что-то
Like,
страшное.
we get a little character development of Artyom liking to collect postcards, which, yeah, with the whole world going to shit.
Только этого не хватало.
I like here.
Кирилл,
This
бери
is
своих,
the
закрывай
point.
туннель.
Саныч, мы
Force
остаемся
combat
в этом
section,
зале.
which
Согласен.
I've been playing about
Артем,
in
бери
The
оружие.
Last of Us.
Здесь.
Like managed to just fix the AK and I get left bloody revolver.
Черт, где же они вылезут?
Они
But
придут
the
сюда.
difference in this
Больница
one
рядом. Запах крови.
is the allies are actually competent. Now, the main goal really for this section, aside from survive and of course kill the enemies, is you want to keep them off of the grate. Because if they break down the grate, more reinforcements. Wait, is it not? What was the medkit button? Controller. Down for medkit. I thought it was up. And this is the hardest difficulty. At the first checkpoint that you get, realistically, where you are going to die, is pretty much directly before the encounter. But The Last of Us chooses to do on the harder difficulty is give you fewer checkpoints. That does not make the game harder, it just makes it more frustrating. Unless, hang on, let me have a look. I'll go on one of my ex-friends at the Grounded Wasn't meant to be fun. Fair play. There are people that do enjoy playing on Grounded. Which obviously that would be dude actually fires into and yeah, so like if any of the vents get broken, then obviously it does make the ensuing fight a lot harder. I think this is your really just the checkpoint of really survive. Yeah. Hard survival. Damn it. But again, the checkpoint is literally right here. That's about it. Does I believe have like some half decent. Auto aim. And look, checkpoint. Pretty easy to get back. Like pretty much barely any loading time between this. I don't actually know if ammo they have. The guns definitely feel like good.
С тобой все нормально?
Конечно.
So that took us under half an hour to clear the first section. Again, did we manage that like what? 4 times? Not that many. What would we do then compared to The Last of Us Grounded? And
Этот-то не пропадет. Какие же это черные? Обычная туннельная нечисть.
Даже когда ты не видишь черных вокруг, они все равно рядом. Ты о них думаешь, ты их боишься. Страх — их оружие.
a little disappointed we didn't save any of those things.
Черные не просто мутанты. Это Homo novus, следующая ступень эволюции. Выживает сильнейший, знаешь? Так вот это не про нас.
Да что с тобой случилось? Ты как скотина, которую ведут на бойню. А я буду цепляться за жизнь до последнего. Понял? А когда отправлюсь в ад, прихвачу с собой этих твоих гомоновусов.
Пойди, глянь! У меня в госпитале десяток проверенных бойцов пускают слюни и бормочут ерунду. Даже душу... Черный напарник! Внешний блокпост!
Seriously, I am going to be double checking quite a bit of stuff. No, so Double Agent came out in 2006. I can't really use that as an example then. Unless... when did the original Metro 2033 come out? But it looks like maybe 2010, because there was a big difference between the original 2033 and the Redux. So, like, pretty much the main difference between the... holy shit, you can pick up these games like $2.50, damn. You can essentially... I mean... really compare them a lot to a lot of other games, and even now the entire series is on sale for roughly 23 or so bucks. Right. And that really is just for like Metro 2033 Last Light and Exodus. Like, they've never really been expensive games unless you like buy them day one.
Извини, Артём, тут пока закрыто. Только дозорные могут пройти.
Let's order those some ammo here for us. Is there not? You can see you put the little postcard there. Like, you know, they're not being overly expensive games, which I honestly do find really amazing. But, like, this place definitely feels a lot better lived in than the only one content zone that you encounter in The Last of Us. Okay. Granted, you don't spend a lot of time in the quarantine zone, but... like... yeah, as opposed to the... you can't get the extended barrel. But let's be honest, if you're going in stealth, you have to get the silencer. Which this game really does encourage stealth. It encourages stealth a lot in Grounded, but stealth is made redundant
Тебе оружие нужно? Давай-ка посмотрим. Автомат калибра
Really
5,45.
by the
Сделан на
fact
Кузнецком
of
мосту. Стреляет криво, перегревается в 2 секунды. Поэтому называется ублюдком.
the force combat sections
Стреляй короткими
right after
очередями
stealth.
и патронов не забудь набрать.
And of course here. Oh wait, yeah, I still need to pick up our supplies.
Универсальная зарядка для фонаря. Батареи заряжать. Ну и противогаз. Надевай везде, где высокая радиация. Или на поверхности, если тебя туда, ну, не дай бог, занесет. Армейские аптечки на всякий пожарный. Так, теперь все, хоккей. Хочешь опробовать свой арсенал? Прошу в мой тир. Ну и просто постарайся первое время особо не высовываться. Окей?
Yeah, nice option to really test out the guns without having to consume your own ammo. And here we have bastard gun. Accurate name considering the fact that let's face it, you're probably never going to use this. Like, you use it too much, it overheats. But then like, without upgrades, it actually, I'm not even sure if it's good with upgrades to even get. Yeah, like you're pretty much going to replace the bastard gun like as soon as you get around to just ever finding something slightly more effective. Actually, wait. I should have saved. Because eventually, your stealth weapon. I know you have the pigs. Because, you know, he's. Like, the books go a lot more heavily into detail about, like, you know, just the general struggle. Like the day-to-days of the Metro series, like how they essentially get paid in mushrooms, because let's be honest, in the Metro, yeah, growing mushrooms makes sense. They can grow in low light, you can use them to make tea, and just general stuff like that. Also, I've been playing Power Wash Cleaner a bit, and I'm just looking at this, and my first instinct is just I've got to clean it.
Честь имею. Ну что, готов выдвигаться?
I am ready.
Готов? Тогда двинули. По местам. Ты, Артем, садись сюда. Никто ничего не забыл?
Все, затарился. Тогда пошли.
Эй, ребята, вы на Рижскую едете?
Типа того.
Не подбросите?
Не вопрос, но с Зайцем не поедешь. Придется поднапрячься чуток.
Всегда готов.
Тогда двинули. Ну все. Удачи всем, кто остается дома. А нам с вами, парни, удачи вдвойне.
Ну, мужики,
Поехали.
желайте нам удачи.
Ну как, готовы немного прошвырнуться?
Круто, да, Артем? Наконец-то свобода. Хотя бы на время поездки. Думаю, будет здорово. И опасно. И это еще круче.
Так я покинул родную станцию. В первый раз с далекого детства. Мне было неловко, что я не сказал отчиму всей правды. Я не собирался возвращаться домой с Рижской, но я не мог подвести Хантера.
Так откуда ты?
С Рижской. Я тут челночу помаленьку, туда-сюда, покупаю товар.
Метро, наверное, повидал, а?
Давай, давай,
Ну
двигай.
да. Ближайший базар на следующей станции за Рижской. Там уже большое метро начинается. Я раньше частенько в Полис ездил, но теперь туда так просто не попадешь. Нужно или везение, или паспорт гражданина Ганзы.
А что так?
Ну, Ганза ведь все метро соединяет своим кольцом. И станций у нее куча. Но чужаков там не любят. А если через Ганзу ты не можешь пройти, потому что гражданством не вышел, тогда тебе дорога лежит через красных фашистов или через простых бандитов. А эти ребята в последнее время совсем озверели. Если никого рядом нет, друг другу глотки режут.
Что случилось, Петь?
У Алексеевской застрял военный караван. Какое-то обрушение туннеля или что-то в этом роде. Так что вам придется ехать по служебному туннелю в обход Алексеевской.
Вот дерьмо. Ненавижу этот тоннель. Ладно, Петр, открывай ворота. Не торчать же здесь пожизненно.
А что в нем такого в этом туннеле?
Ну, это вроде как обычный тоннель с виду. Темноватый только. Я в прошлом месяце шел им, и не понравилось мне. Совсем.
Поосторожней там.
Ничего, мы на дрезине, вооружены. Все будет хорошо.
So like, look at how much ammo that you get for this anyway. Like, not even enough to fill up
Голова просто раскалывается.
an entire clip.
Если поможете качать, доберемся быстрее.
Женя, помоги ему. Нам этот тоннель поскорее бы проскочить. Артем, прикрывай тыл.
Есть. Домчим нас до Рижской в 3 секунды.
Нам убираться отсюда надо.
No, yes, this is going to
Давайте
evolve
побыстрее,
into
а?
another
Мне тут страшно с ними.
combat
Страшно.
encounter.
И жалко их очень.
С кем это? С ними.
Ты что,
like-
не слышишь, как они плачут?
In terms of atmosphere,
Ты про кого говоришь?
this
Какие
game
они?
definitely
Да
has
что
lost
тут
its
творится
beat.
такое, а, Борис? Борис!
Что это со мной? Что со мной?
I actually might think about doing Stalker after this.
Артем!
Got a
Сюда!
couple games
Если мы хотим выжить,
back in
мы
my mind
должны
that I'm
уничтожить
considering
эту
doing
угрозу.
from
Любой
Elect Oblivion the Remaster, because that's gonna be amazing. Definitely Stalker. It's the like spoiler of the game. Artyom really is the only one that can understand and like deal with the dark ones. Because obviously everyone else kind of just passes out.
Что происходит, а? Черт! Вставайте! Просыпайтесь, ради бога! Борис! Очнись, Борис! Ай, бесполезно! А, боже, стреляй! Стреляй по ним! Я на рычагах! Очнитесь! Вы все сдохнете здесь!
Ion should be scripted. QTEs, which I do not like.
Возьми мой дробовик!
Like, for general thing, I tend to not like QTEs. But there's no aim button on this. And that little left trigger will essentially just fire both barrels.
Артём! Патроны береги! На помощь! Помоги!
Or if you have the front barrel upgrade. Essentially,
что тут такое произошло?
Very short section, which we get clear indication of how tough the metro is.
Он жив! Быстрее сюда! Только не огнемет, прошу! Дайте ему шанс!
Here comes
Жги их, выжигай! Горячая ночка, а? Пропустить по стаканчику не помешает, я думаю.
It's almost as if they know that...
На моем пути Рижская была только первой остановкой. Но дальше я должен был идти один. Перед тем, как расстаться, мы выпили за то, что остались в живых. Говорят, водка делает храбрее, но мне было все так же страшно. Зато я нашел нового попутчика. Поначалу он мне очень не понравился.
Ладно, мужики, давайте выпьем за нашего Артема, которому ни чудища, ни аномалии нипочем. За Артема!
За кого нам пить-то?
Чувак.
За тебя только.
Черт, если бы не ты, пацан, от нас бы мокрого пятна не осталось. Тебе впору медаль дать. Медали нет, но есть патроны. Держи. За тебя, Артем.
Давай, Тёмка, за тебя. Блин, ты чё, правда непробиваемый для аномалий?
Посмотрим, непробиваемый ли он для водяры.
О, точно, надо проверить. За удачу и за Артёма.
За тебя, Артем.
Бобан.
Спиртяшка, что надо. Ух!
Так что там с вами произошло-то? Тоннели до проспекта Мира закрыты.
Значит, на базар мне не попасть. Такая
No.
сука торчать в этих трущобах на
If you are so
Короче, мы вроде
how
как
much
прошли
ammo
сквозь
do we get for
невидимую
that?
волну. И отрубились
15
понятно.
bullets.
В тот самый момент, когда на нас бросилась
And now we
целая
have-
орда носачей. Это Артем нас спас. Все выдержал, остался на ногах.
Gun.
За тебя.
Видно, этот тоннель на него не
Во.
подействовал. Так что
Чё,
он
wait.
отстреливался,
Look at
дрался
the
как лев.
calmness.
Черт, не знаю даже, как мы добрались сюда.
Like the Shambler.
Когда они блокаду дослали. Надеюсь, скоро.
How many? One. No. So the Shambler going to burst.
Вы грубые
Best gun
солдатоны.
ever,
Как
literally
смеете
in
вы
the Metro
препятствовать
series.
мне? Я имею полное
we
право
got a little-
свободно
Ты
передвигаться
Артём?
в метро.
Артем?
И пусть
Тебя
я
тут ищет
поклянусь,
один
что я
человек.
сам сделал
Вот там,
этот
в проулке. Если дашь мне пульку, я тебя к нему отведу. Спасибо. Пошли со мной.
Get the little morality for having him guide us. And again, the canon ending is
Господи Иисусе.
really just play the game normally, don't do anything. This is kind of like a pointless guide session. Because it is fairly linear.
Подойди-ка. Ты Артем, да?
Ладно, мне пора.
Садись.
Пока.
Actually,
Подойди-ка. Меня тут все Бурбоном зовут, и ты можешь звать. Слушай, пацанчик, у меня дельце есть на Сухаревской, а эта гребаная станция закрыта. Но меня так просто не закрыть, много кто пытался. Короче, тут есть один проход, местные боятся его использовать, называют проклятым. Но я слышал, что вся эта муть в туннелях на тебя не действует, да? Ну, значит, тебе и проклятый ход нипочем. Короче, помоги мне добраться до Сухаревской, а я тебе калаш за это. Договорились? Ну,
that does
ладушки.
sound like a good deal.
А это тебе аванс. На дорожку отовариться. Ну чё, готов? Давай, по-бырому только.
Until you kind of realize that you only have a 2-gun limit. How many bullets? Oh, we. See, like the reason I do like about this one is that, yeah, the ammo for buying stuff is going to be scarce.
Привет, малыш. Ну да, я разговариваю не с тобой, а с твоим малышом. Думаю, с ним договоримся быстрее.
And that is a trap which really anyone can point out and say, oh, did they conduct?
Спасибо.
This strong brother. You can see it's little things, at least compared to, you know, just stopping and like, I don't hate the voice actress for Ellie. The bullets on me.
А вот тут ты накосячил, парничек.
That was a waste of a bullet. I don't hate the voice actress for Ellie. Because personally, I do like Infinity
Нужны
Train.
патроны? Тебе ко мне.
Ну и ладно.
See, 65 for the bastard. We're not really going to use this. Oh, it's 40 for that.
Подумаешь.
Любые калибры. Лучший курс.
We can, however. That.
Благодарим за покупку. Ну и ладно.
Это полезная штука.
Actually, no, we're gonna hold on to what we
Привет,
have.
малыш. Ну да, я разговариваю не с тобой, а с твоим малышом.
There's
Думаю, с
only
ним
not a
договоримся
lot
быстрее.
for us to really
Господи Иисусе.
Спасибо.
care about spending bullets on, which, like, I mentioned this before, but I do like the fact that it's ammo as currency.
Налетай, разбирай.
16 ammo. We'll sell that.
Меняйте только у сертифицированного менялы. У меня.
Yeah, okay, we don't even
Благодарим за
stock
покупку.
the revolver. Because again, if we get we'll buy that just because, and
Любые калибры.
obviously just need
Лучший
one
курс.
bullet.
Хорошая сделка.
So I'll at least show off what happens if you do it, because you know, and also yes, there are a lot of 20, 30 free books. It's just the most shameless product placement.
Хороший выстрел. Ну чё, кто со мной забьется, что он все мазанет? А чё на кону? Да хоть пол-литра. Ну смотри, забились.
And onto this with
А,
scope,
ну видишь,
and
попал,
pop, pop,
Ну
pop.
разве дураку везет? Еще попадет. Ты чё, обурел? Опять попал.
The only downside is that the subtitles don't pick up on everything.
Господи.
Спасибо.
Я бы тоже хотел на ней покататься. Отдайте один патрончик, а?
Эй, малыш, иди
I
глянь у
don't
своих родителей.
really want to have to reset the checkpoint, but I still just want the
Любые
bullet.
пули. Любые патроны по курсу ЦБ.
Just short off, because you do actually need one bullet. And I'm not really sure if there are any spare bullets scattered around here. There might be.
Самое страшное со мной на Севастопольской случае. Я даже...
And I'll occasionally find them around. I could have saw that some there. Anyway, if you've got one bullet.
Сегодня льготные цены. Моя машинка не выдает чеки. Не страшно?
Which you could tell it's a trap because she's the only
Готовься к скачкам, ковбой.
attractive person in the metro.
А теперь закрой глаза. Тебя ждет сюрприз.
Вот дебил. Все же знают, что к Снежане ходить нельзя. Она ведет себя не как проститутка, а как жена. Отбирает деньги без всякого секса. Ограбили, да.
And yeah, essentially, if you have any bullets on you, they will pretty much just get taken, and you know that's why you really just don't. And obviously there's like nothing else there. But trap for anyone dumb enough new to the station. Ah, bullet. We got all of 1 bullet. And again, like I'll mention.
Ну чё, готов? Ладно, я подожду. Но я нетерпеливый, ты учти это. Ну чё? Да нечего сидеть в этом навозе. Вшей кормить можно и в более гламурных местах.
And yeah, like I've mentioned this before in previous streams, but it's mentioned in the books of you know, Artyom just musing. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot about the safe, so I want to find the safe key. When the safes for Last of Us comparison would essentially be your equivalent of shiv doors, but not absolutely useless, because shiv doors you can't break into with a slightly broken shiv. Wait, hang on.
Привет, малыш. Ну да, я разговариваю не с тобой, а с твоим малышом. Думаю, с ним договоримся быстрее.
Hey, you off, buddy.
Хороший выстрел. Ну чё, кто за мной забьется, что он все мазанет? А чё на кону? Да хоть пол-литра. Ну смотри, спереди. Вот массива. Да без мазы тут ему, он и в стену не попадет. А, ну видишь, попал же он. Ну раз и дураку везет, пусть еще попадет. Ты чё, охуел? Опять попал? Не, ну вообще. Косой же, явно. Ха, вот это уже интересно. Ну ё-моё, снайпер, блин. Видал, Миндал? Еще попал? Ты какой? Сейчас точно мазанет. Готов первать! Вот это я встрял! Не, ну вообще! Миндал, Миндал! Еще попал!
And our bullets go from 15 up to 40. does this just reset? No, yeah, I'm assuming it just resets the minigame. There's already one, we don't really care, but...
Налетай, разбирай.
I think we might... I don't want to... Oh, God, I want to save it. I'm gonna have to have a look. Because again, I'm not sure if you get the car in this game or the second game. The Stallion. Ah, it's an Exodus. Alright, so... Kalash, 2012, BSV. Alright. So we do get the car in this game. Which definitely we're going to save our bullets for, because quite honestly the Shambler for close quarters and actually we'll sell that anyway because we don't particularly need it. If I sound like I'm on the verge of almost about a cough, it's because I am. Again, this cough is like persistent for months. It is really kind of annoying.
Да нечего сидеть в этом навозе. Вшей кормить можно и в более гламурных местах. Эй, ты где-то?
I completely forgot about this. Why do I keep forgetting about the safe? We'll just rush back. Where is the safe key? Dang it. Back. I think they're probably that hard to find. Let's say not in there. Don't really want to Google it because was it in here? You guys don't happen to have seen a safe key around here anywhere, would you?
Дайте подохнуть бывшему системному администратору.
Oh, bullets. I say bullets, but it really is only just the one.
Будете у нас на Колыме? Заходите.
May have to look up where the safe key is. Don't think it's down in one of these, is it? To Google. Alright, so it was along here.
Да где ты возишься-то? Побыстрее давай.
You know what? Fair play, how did I not see that? And really, there's your introduction to... Look out for the bright red things, because... 6 bullets.
Самая лестная характеристика, которую можно было дать Бурбону – подозрительный тип. Идти с ним вместе в заброшенный тоннель было глупо, говорил я себе. Но что мне оставалось? Другого пути с Рижской не было.
Отлично, вырвались. Ну теперь гляди в оба, пацанчик. Это тебе не на дрезине кататься. В этом туннеле куча серьезных мужиков валила.
Really?
Если будем друг друга прикрывать, все путем.
Don't need the bullet, because... Let's be honest.
Что за... А, это просто кикимора. Они на отряды не
The
нападают.
bullet's not exactly the best gun. Like, and yeah, I'll be honest, I really do personally like the atmosphere on this game a lot more than The Last of Us. It's like, yeah, the hill that I would gladly die on. Is Metro is just better.
Слышишь, слыхал истории про поющие трубы? Говорят, если приложить ухо к трубам и прислушиваться, можно чисто услышать голоса мертвецов. Херня, правда?
I think clearly in the Metro series there are instances of like supernatural stuff. Like not too insane, but you can definitely feel this. Ow! The stalker influence. I think my game might have been a bit buggy there. And the tick. Also known as quite literally your friend throughout the rest of the game. Not even kidding. Hands down, this weapon will carry you. Pretty much, it is one shot to the head, whatever you were aiming at, dead. Yeah, you get to with a lot of weapons, but what makes the car easier is what is it to you overload it to max, aim, and straight up dead. I like Ranger Hardcore Survival. You can play it in Spartan as well. Spartan really is just extra supplies. But again, personally, I don't really think that you'll need them.
Вот дерьмо. Это ж челноки из каравана. Все жмуры. Узнаю почерк Третьяковских, а Ганза все грозится с ними покончить. Так, теперь будь нас... А это шухер у них такой. Ну, типа система тревоги. Древняя как мир и простая, как сатиновые трусы. Ну, работает. Смотри, не задень память.
Is on the hard difficulty, enemies will do a lot more damage to you. But at the same time,
Смотри, тебя любой шум выдаст.
you will also do a lot more damage to
А
them.
это у нас растяжечка. Железная маза избавится от слепых и от безбашенных.
Now, it isn't that is a good thing, is because, and again, there's another duplicate in case you sold your last one and just wanted another duplicate. You can snip that. Not disappointed Bourbon didn't do it himself. Another good thing to praise about this game is you can turn off light sources. Pretty much most, if not all, light sources can just be turned off.
Да они тут баррикад настроили, ну чистая революция. Дерьмо. Надо поближе подойти. Давай, обезвредь постовых.
Now this game is not a method to stealth knockout. Look at that. A checkpoint, quite literally right before the fighting starts. Not all the fires can be put out. But again, literally checkpoint right before any combat. As opposed to The Last of Us. and where the checkpoint system mostly falls to. Haha, no checkpoint, fuck you. And no, yeah, yep. We're really not gonna pick up a lot of ammo in these sections because it is on the hardest difficulty.
А у меня 2 рожка за душой. Да.
But I never really found myself in needing a crap ton of ammo by the end. Like, even the military grade ammo, pretty much had a ton of. Like, you can't really make a game harder just because, you know, less checkpoints.
Чё?
Like, that's not really, like, it doesn't really, hang on, my phone needs charging. Make it harder, especially when sometimes the encounters are completely random on if they hear you or not. It just makes it more frustrating, especially if it's something that you're out of your control and then you're screwed.
Приятно иметь дело с дебилами.
Как дважды два нам. Васян принял 2, остальные все бросили, давай сматывать. А мы сидели в боковом туннельчике, ну и они прямо на нас. Как свиней всех перерезали нам.
Не надо свиньи. Жрать хочется. Ну чё, как там хабарчик? Сколько получается на брата?
Да не особо. 5 пушек, чуток патронов. Эти жердяи перли на себе шматье грибы.
Чё за хер тут? А что тут за
Хозяина каравана. Наш главный хочет за него выйти. Железного патрона. Да ладно.
Ничего себе. А я
Ну, главное наша стратегия, а ты солдат.
Like, in here you could kind of make the argued case that you do have to kill those 3, but oh look, door moving about, now minding their own business.
Походу глюк. Что за ботва тут была, а? Что за ботва?
You know what? Fair play, I did not see that light. again, load the checkpoint. Pretty much instantly right here. No need to wait 10 years on a loading screen or an I actually forget if The Last of Us has unskippable deaths.
Чем ля такое?
Like, I know a lot of games do, and it really is just a big, frustrating stars, damn it, why? Like, this was on the hardest difficulty, and that's pretty much perfectly just crouch walking up behind that guy. They didn't hear me. The Last of Us breathe too loud and clickers immediately hear me. But it then proceed to do nothing when Ellie, Tess, Bill, anyone starts to crouch run. Like, again, if you're going to give them the inbuilt logic of supersonic healing, whatever, don't make it have the consistency that is like the worst thing ever. Like, don't sit there and just have your world being your world building being so woefully inconsistent. Let's see. Take out you. Can I take out you? Because also when I took out you, he took notice.
Мля. Вроде хрен там какой.
Что-то там. Надо, походу, завязывать.
Take out that little eyesore before it can be used against us. Now, there was one major thing in which I will put against Metro Exodus, and that is that they replace a lot of the tap X, tap X, tap X, tap X to do stuff with hold X. Which I'm going to be honest is a step backwards, especially because there's like this little thing in either this game or Last Light where it's like a bunch of containers. And at the end of those containers, it's like an absolute tiny amount of military grade bullets, especially if you're playing on Ranger Hardcore. You have a Tagar. No, boss. Why does it look like a car? In fairness, it didn't have the clip in. And like right at the end, barely get any ammo. Alright. How much? Not even worth it. Yeah, there's some light sources you can't extinguish on this game, but you can in the last light. And it gets to the point of if you have to like sit there, hold X, hold X, hold X, hold X, hold X, to open it. Then it really is just frustrating more than anything. Especially if it is the same action to reload. Like, yeah, this game also has that issue of the reload button is the same as the interact button. And like, it gets a little frustrating having to wait for the reload animation to be done before you can open anything. But then, like, holding X to do something is just an odd bit of padding where you don't need it. Like, you don't really need to hold X to open something, especially since
Мост чисто стрёмное место, пацанчик. Вот тебе план. Я тебя крою, а ты гляди за мной. Будем идти вместе, справимся. И не прикрывайся. Мне еще жить охота.
like, it's just an odd bit of padding that you don't really need. Take a health. Once we get one there. And it's like, again, in the books, Artyom, you know, more contemplative of, you know, one bullet, like this bullets. That's so this game, even with the combat sections in which you're forced to, you really can just like compare that to the AIs in The Last of Us, in which they're more than happy literally not doing anything. The AI in The Last of Us, again, is comparable to Resident Evil Revelations, to which, once you get the skill of your AI partner, on occasion will shoot, and that shot will not consume ammo, I was just like, oh yeah, playing that on the hardest difficulty. Going to make it slightly easier. Cool. I fire once every blue moon. It's just like one shot, and then literally nothing else. So like, yeah, that's not a good look when you compare the game to something like that. Don't get me wrong. There are other games that, quite honestly, are just as bad. In which, let me have a look. Bulletstorm. The full clip edition, which is the one that I played. Full clip. Full clip came out in cat. Come on. Let's see, that's it. It came out in 2017. It's really not a good look of it. Twitch is so weird because it is made by the same people that did Gears of War Judgment. Now, Gears of War Judgment may not have been the best game in the world, but, you know, it is so weird. Hello, cat. That in... You know, at least in Bulletstorm, you're pretty much always accompanied by one other person. Perfect opportunity to have it co-op, and yet it was not. But I have one clip of one stream of Bulletstorm in which there's one enemy left, and the enemy quite literally just completely ignores the two AI that are left, and AI do not kill it. Now I can say that as maybe. And this really is the biggest maybe I can think of. That maybe they don't do anything because it's the last enemy and they want you to kill it to move on at your own pace. That's essentially the biggest thing that I can really think of. Because aside from that, I do think that for the most part the AI were fairly decent. Viable. I think like the only section in The Last of Us where running was viable was the bit on the dam. And even then, that's like sprint past the enemies as you can to get like right to the end. And I'll just despawn them all. And this AI is competent.
Это боевая дрезина Ганзы. Ищу братву.
And isn't Honda the good guys? I now essentially have a cat sleeping on my leg because apparently it is the most comfortable spot for her. Like, apparently. It sounds like the guys over there are Nazis. Oh, no, the Huns over the bad guys. Huns they're the communists. No, so... Alright, so basically Honda yeah, so basically the ones that are keeping the metro in keeping Moscow cut off from the rest of the world. Which, I suppose does make sense. Can't exactly call them protagonists after that. No, I do kind of just need to sync up. Pretty sure it's Polis should be the Rangers, right?
Все, теперь все ништяк, можно идти.
Yeah, Polis is essentially the Rangers. And it's like, how do I get down there? But there's work. So, I'll admit, I don't really think that Metro has gigantic, massive tunnels like this, but I could be wrong. I hope you are happy. And yeah, like you had 3 guns. Didn't obviously this would be a lot better.
Все, теперь все ништяк, можно идти.
Because like your Scarf is your long range, your Shambler would be close range. Oh. And any machine gun that you want. Okay. Game's a little confusing. It's just a little confusing. Yeah, look at that. Bourbon single-handedly took all of them out. Meanwhile, in The Last of Us, you literally... Oh, man. Wait, no, that's an extender. It was a silencer. We still kind of need the silencer for the bandit situation. Like, it's so deep that it just disappears. I don't know if another duplicate, on the off chance that you really wanted a duplicate. Like, you do get worse in Last Light with the Ace shot, which quite literally is just a shot, and then you have to reload. I'm not saying that the duplicate is bad.
Обрушение тоннеля, мать. И такая лестничка красивая. Засада Зугдам. Ну и хрен бы с ним. За мной!
Again, the duplicate, it's not a bad gun. Especially for a starting shotgun. And look at that. Really quick checkpoint. It's almost as if this game isn't completely horrendous. And like, that is such an instance of older games within the 2000s, not the 2010s, in which one checkpoint will last you half an hour. It doesn't make the game like...
А, черт, как будто нам упырей не хватало. Теперь еще и это кладбище. Артем, слышишь, ты пошарь там по шнурам, может найдешь чего, и двинем.
Super hard. It just makes it frustrating. Of the point where, again, if you fail to do something, then guess what? You reset back so far. Constantly over and over and over and over.
Открывайся. Артем, у меня что-то сердце ноет. Стрёмное это место. Помнишь наш уговор?
You only have a limited amount of time before this place.
Ай, ты милая моя красивая, я вернусь и покрашу тебя красочкой. И смажу мою девочку. Врата открываются. Великие темные врата. Я слышу зов. Повелевай мне. Я внемлю тебе. Я твой раб. Я счастлив повиноваться. Но продолжай пить, прошу тебя. Пой мне одному. Что это за хрень со мной была? Артем, ты слышал это? Фух. Ну и песни. Слаще Владимирского Централа. Но страшно.
No, and there's a reason as to why, personally, Last Light is beyond one of my favorite games of all time. I don't actually have to... This gives the sense of, holy shit, not gonna make it, not gonna make it, not gonna make it, not gonna make it, I'm gonna die. But like, you can literally just walk along the edge here. Don't think, can you walk along the edge? I can just walk along the edge this way. It's like, even in an area where like, it's not really a platformer. You know, it really is just made easy and not frustrating. It's just another reason as to why I personally just hate The Last of Us is its puzzles really just devolve into move ladder because the person that you're with is a lazy bin. It's like, yeah, thanks, Tess, for literally doing nothing. Like, pretty much she's only just shown to do nothing throughout the entire game. In terms of whatever puzzles. Oh, you need to move a plank. Yep. Joel. Ladder. Joel. Move a dumpster. Joel. That's a bit we ever just get some women power on it to actually do something. Yeah, if this is a trap. How many bullets? 2 whole bullets. Wow. Truly loaded. If I'm not mistaken, there should be a trap along here. That would be the trap. Alright, so yeah, let me count this. That's us dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 6 to 7 seconds, and you're back in the fight. So again, incredibly quick load times, and I would definitely remember this for The Last of Us to compare the load times, because let's be honest, you really don't want to sit there for 10 years waiting for the death animation and then the load time. Alright, let's see. 94. 6 whole bullets. Plus some shotgun shells, which really goes to prove that we could have sold all the shotgun shells. Any meds. Once we get our hands on that beautiful Shambler. Shambler. And it is like boom, 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 boom. So good. Quick climb? There's a ladder. Anyway, and I know I've just essentially spent most of this time shitting on The Last of Us.
Люди, братва, откройте, прошу, не дайте помереть страшной смертью.
That's because again, it is an overhyped story on a mid-tier game. I think as a TV show, I haven't actually fully seen it. I think I got like 1 or 2 episodes in. TV show Tess really just goes out like a bitch. I mean, she kind of goes out like a bitch in the game too, but going to my ex-friend. Oh, she killed herself by letting us be killed because, you know, if she did manage to kill them all, Joel would just go back. And it's just like, yeah, she killed herself by standing out of the open and like, what, holding a gun to her head, like, stop, oh, shit. And hey, look at that. Checkpoint, doing the finger click. Can't really. Checkpoint right before a big major fight. Why? Because like even in Gears of War, it's an issue when you know having to go through the checkpoint and like start over, we collect stuff. But another thing that we can just do And that's pretty cool. Take the medkit. And Jesus, like most of the most of the combat encounters had can essentially just be cheesed with AI actually doing all the work. Like the only ones that you've actually had to fully do something is the first point. And the trolley. You just wanted in and now you want out.
Вот хрень. Мы вляпались, пацанчик. Михалыч, какая встреча! А я как раз к тебе лыжи мылил. Слышали, мужики?
It's like, let's actually just have a quick look, see how much The Last of Us is updated. Not updated, installed. Apparently it just does not want to. Load up the PlayStation, but that's cool apparently.
Да помню, помню.
Уверен? А то могу и напомнить, если что.
Уверен.
And like I will admit,
никогда прежде я не видел такого базара. На нем можно было купить вообще все, что угодно. Жаль, Бурбон задолжал денег солдатам Ганна и не хотел задерживаться.
Metro game. It is not as good as the second. However, that's certainly not the case with The Last of Us, in which case most people probably agree that The Last of Us 2 is worse. At least in terms of story.
Пойдем поболтаем. А вы присматривайте за этим.
Не двигайся. Стоять! Я с тобой разговариваю.
Все нормально. Эти двое могут проходить. Добро пожаловать на проспект Мира.
Давай, давай, шевели булками. Или ты хочешь остаться с этими красавцами?
Следи за языком.
Мы вляпались по самые помидоры. На этих перцев с дрезины у меня ЛВ точно нет. Если они нам отработать дадут, там типа дерьмо.
Может, это вражеский шпион был? Теперь ему все о нашей обороне известно.
I have no idea as to why still have to deal with this
На Ганзу нам
bloody
пути нет.
cough.
Но зато
I guess it's essentially been over a month, and it is just not fun.
А в самом поезде, в вагонах я имею в виду, разные нехорошие вещи столько живет. Так вот, стали, значит, подать разведчик.
Which again is gonna be like one.
Сначала я тогда, что он зашел на крыс, твари, а у них там еще тоннель петляет. Я уже ни в чем не уверен. И ни дозором, ни тем более со станции ничего не видно. Сколько ни свети. Таких нет и нет. Полчаса их нет, час их нет, два их нет. Казалось бы, ну уж где там
Just gotta take some tablets to kind of help not feel absolutely horrible. But in Overwatch, the new stadium mode, I'm going to be honest, it's kind of fun. Like, it's a lot more fast-paced and short compared to, like, just regular matches.
С анархистами всякими. Пусть себе мотаются. Так и решу. Так им проще было думать спокойно.
Which I do enjoy.
И еще одна разведгруппа пропала. Те вообще не должны были за 700 метров заходить. И опять та же история. Ни звука, ни следа. Как вот. Тут у них на станции уже забеспокоились.
And yeah, honestly, I've been enjoying playing Zarya in the mode. Safe keys, safe keys, safe
Если меня сейчас кто-то слышит, ответьте. Это Москва. Говорит Москва. Станция метро, проспект
Pretty simple, easy to find. Then let's count the bullets. 102 up to 106. An insane amount, but again, by the end you're really gonna have more than you need. Like, especially when it gets to the part of... They just have a lot of those packages, don't they? It's like good old blacks. Like, in that situation, yeah. Alright, meat would easily become something that I would say would be pretty. You'd think that in The Last of Us we don't really need them. Yeesh, we do not have a lot of car or bam. Still, 109. Got 8. 10. Oh, God. God. Hey, bear.
Отличное оружие, не пожалеешь.
Sham. Oh yeah, it's like boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna do that just yet because actually, so as I was going with the boom boom boom, I was hitting my wrist and now my wrist just hurts. So like that's fun, that's fun. Let's see if I can handle this with a car. Like obviously don't have to hit them. Oh yeah, it just keeps going in. Does not help that my thumb is slightly covered in bomb. A lot easier than the Resident Evil shooting gallery, which I'm going to be honest, the Resident Evil just made more frustrating with the weapon really starts to crank up. Alright. Now this is where it's going to get fun, because here we have actual dummies that you've got to Oh crap, nope. Alright, so it costs us 10 and we get, damn, 45 into a ton. Honestly, a good deal. Let's go upgrade. Don't really need that, so trade in. They still have the bastard on the off chance it needed. But revolver Shambler.
Берешь и стреляешь. Договорились.
Add you. So we don't.
Мы тут им вчера кошку побрили. Кошка довольна.
Really need them, and this is kind of like one of the reasons as to why. Yes. If you fully deplete it, it's going to be a lot harder to reload because you need to reload that one, but so I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reload. So it's a lot quicker than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 seconds. 1, 2, 3. It's like, it's a slight difference in your reloads.
Патроны не нужны?
We need them anymore. Try another 7. Again, someone would have had to make, this is for Exodus, in which the Shambler, or the revolver, goes down to 3 shots. It's more actively needed to make it worse. Just like, I'm just looking at this and like all I'm thinking now is Power Simulator. I'm just like, I have to clean it all.
Случилось мне поговорить с военными,
Ну, значит так.
Командир сейчас.
Clean it was a fun game. Like, I definitely get that, you know, Power Simulator is definitely a therapeutic game. So I see it.
Возьми мой запасной фильтр от противогаза. Мы наверх идем. Бурбон? Будто сам не знаешь.
And of course, honestly, the best. I don't actually know, like I forget if it's a fan-made trailer or an actual trailer for the game. But the song, Dan Bull and Miracle of Sound, it's like, do you know the meaning? The fear, you fear to lose all that you hold in. Do you know the feeling? being alone. Like that song combined with the video clip where it's the guy like, yeah, I got this fast. So call it after this. It's getting a bit early. It's usually about the time I fall asleep. But the clip of, you know, the dude standing at the entrance to the metro tunnel, shutting the door, and then it pans off to see the kid desperately reaching for safety, as like the entire station is just overrun with Nasalis. Is some of Nasalis? Yeah, Nasalis. And like the entire station is just getting overrun by Nasalises, and there's even the Nasalis mother in there. Oh wait, no. I should say the Rhino. And then, like, it pans around and everyone is just struggling to stay alive. And then it goes back, and like, you see the dude. And he's stopping, like, the just massive horde from getting in. And it's just like, more emotion. I felt more emotion in that one video clip than I did for the entire game of Last Light. Not Last Light, my bad. The Last of Us. That's because Metro's actually a good fucking game. Like The Last of Us. This is basically just been Dio shits on The Last of Us for 2.5 hours. But I'll call it here, as I need sleep shortly. And I hope everyone enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Probably try, it's like...
Как описать чувство, когда после 20 лет в тоннелях видишь небо, когда видишь город, в котором когда-то родился, и в котором теперь властвует чудовище. Вот он, мертвый город, сказал мне Бог. Добро пожаловать домой.
And here we have the surface, which I'm actually wonder, because in the book it specifically mentions like you don't look at the word star, because if you do stuff. I don't think it does in the game. That's
но там волыны ищут, маслины, технику действующую.
So good. But I'll catch you all in the next one, and bye-bye for now.